This video is brought to you by appwin.com. Appwin is a great way to win iPads, iPods, gift cards, and more simply by reviewing apps. Be sure to check them out at appwin.com. Hey guys, this is Austin, and today I'm here with Ask Me Episode 5. So if you've never seen it before, this is where I answer all kinds of questions taken straight from you guys, whether they're from Twitter, Facebook, Google+, or here on YouTube. Tell more about your social life. Social life? You mean that thing that's outside? Yeah, no, I stay away from the outside. It's safe here on the internet. Are you going to buy the consumer edition of the Oculus Rift? Abso-freaking-lutely. So I finally got my hands on Oculus Rift at E3 this year, and I was actually able to play 2 games with it. One was just Counter-Strike, which was pretty good, but what really kind of sold me and pushed me over the edge was EVR, which was an awesome-looking dogfighting simulator, I suppose. Basically, the way that Oculus Rift, and actually, if you guys want to know more about it, I've done an entire video explaining all about it, so I won't go into detail here, but basically, Oculus Rift totally takes up your vision, so it's not like you're looking at a couple like little screens and some kind of glasses or anything like that. Fully takes up your vision. It uses head tracking, so when you kind of lean around in the game, or in real life, it actually goes into the game. Super, super awesome stuff, and yeah, I absolutely can't wait. And in fact, I'm actually kind of kicking myself for not doing the Kickstarter, just because there's so many cool things about Oculus Rift. But definitely, if you guys want to know more, check out that video, and you can find out all the cool stuff, and kind of see some of the demos that I did with it at E3. How long have you had a passion for tech? I would probably have to say when I was around 5 or so, when I got my first Game Boy. Back then, in fact even still today, technology seems like magic. I mean, the fact that a bunch of ones and zeros can turn into a video that you guys are watching right now on YouTube, or a game that you can play, then get tons of enjoyment out of, seems like magic, still even to this day. What are your favorite PC games? I just finished playing through Metro Last Light, which was actually a really fun game. So usually I'm not a huge fan of stealth kind of games. However, this one actually really nailed it in my opinion. The AI seemed kind of smart, so when you actually were able to kind of get some stealth kills, it felt like you were actually accomplishing something. The graphics were fantastic, and the gameplay was actually really good. So yeah, Metro was great. Just starting on Dishonored, which is actually something that I started picking up thanks to you guys' recommendations on Twitter. So I asked the other night, like, hey, I need to pick up a new game. So a bunch of people recommended Dishonored. Awesome game, definitely going to be finishing it up. I'm just pretty much starting it. And I also just picked up Lego Lord of the Rings on Steam. I've been meaning to play this game forever, so once I finish up Dishonored, I will move on to that one. How long does it take to make one video? I'm sure you don't do it all in one cut. I wish I could do an entire video in a single take. So it depends on which series we're talking about here. Ask Me is definitely the simplest thing that I make. These usually take maybe 2-3 hours. It's really not all that bad. But when you get into stuff like the gaming PC builds, and I just actually did a browser test, the complicated videos can take quite a while. So with the browser test, it took me about a day or so to go and get the test bench set up, run all my tests a million times and average the results, make all the Excel spreadsheets, all that kind of stuff. It took me another day to get down and kind of get my outline written, film all of my video, all my audio, and start with a rough cut. And then the third day is actually when I finished editing it, getting all the little detail stuff, making sure it's all good to go before I finally upload it. So yeah, it definitely depends on the video, but some of them can definitely take a while. What do you think of Walking Dead the game? I absolutely love it. This was my favorite game of last year. So the big thing with The Walking Dead is that it has such fantastic story and characters and all that kind of stuff. Everything just feels so real and fleshed out. And the fact that you have so much power over what happens is awesome. There's also some new DLC, the 400 Days, which I actually think it doesn't quite, kind of match up to the awesomeness that was the first game, but it's still kind of a cool thing and kind of gets you set up for the next season. So if you guys haven't played The Walking Dead, absolutely go give it a shot. You will not be disappointed. Do you ever see your channel going in a different direction, maybe to gaming and game reviews? Who knows? I mean, when I first started this channel 4 years ago, I was making iPhone app reviews. So basically, my whole idea is that if it's something that I enjoy making and that you guys enjoy watching, I'll do it. So I don't really have any plans on making game reviews or anything else different than what I'm doing today right now, but I don't have any kind of master plan. I mean, if it's something that you guys really want to see, it's something that I can make and that I think is pretty good, then it might just happen. Which FPS do you prefer? Halo, Call of Duty, or Battlefield? I was a fan of the original Call of Duties, but the last one I really played through was World at War. Halo 3 was a great game. I loved that a lot, and I'm finally getting around to playing Halo 4. A little bit late, but probably my number one pick out of those three would be Battlefield. Battlefield Bad Company is still probably one of my favorite games. That and Bad Company 2. And Battlefield 3 is a great game, but I'm just a big fan of having big open maps with lots of stuff to do. I like having vehicles and being able to be an engineer is probably what I usually do, but as well as having like jets and all kinds of fun stuff to do. Anyway, that's about it. If you have any questions you want me to answer in the next Ask Me, you can drop them in the comments below, or you can also hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+, and all those links will be in the description of this video. Anyway, if you're interested in more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. I do a new one of these every little while, maybe not a perfect schedule now, but I'll definitely be doing these every couple weeks or so. So you guys want to see more like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Anyway guys, I will catch you next time.